Hey y'all, today we're going to talk about what a research paragraph is and how to write one. So, first thing you need to know is a research paragraph is a paragraph in which you explain what you have learned after exploring a topic in depth. It includes information from sources, so books, articles, interviews, and internet sites. A research paragraph also includes your own ideas, your knowledge, and your opinions, as long as they're supported by the evidence you found in your sources. Here's the basic structure of a research paragraph. It's going to be 8 sentences long. The first sentence you already wrote, which is a topic sentence, the claim that you're trying to prove. Then you need to make your first point about that topic based on your research. You need direct evidence to back up that topic, that first point. And you need reasoning in which you explain how your evidence supports the claim. You do the same process again with your second point, and then your final sentence is a conclusion sentence where you wrap up your paragraph. So today, we're just going to focus on writing the first point about your topic and how to include evidence to support that point. First, we need to figure out what makes strong evidence. So there's really 3 things that you need to know. The first thing that makes strong evidence is that it presents an argument that makes sense. You need to make a logical argument. Next, strong evidence is fact-based. So it's not just somebody else's opinion or your opinion. Strong evidence answers the research question with quantitative evidence, like data, or qualitative evidence, such as a real-life example. All right, so let's practice. This is the teacher example we've been using. My topic sentence says that the U.S. can best support homeless veterans by getting local leaders to commit to solving the problem in their cities. So I'm just reminding myself what exactly it is that I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to prove that we need to support homeless veterans specifically by getting local leaders to do something. So local leaders meaning like mayors or city council people. Now I need to support this claim with evidence that presents an argument that makes sense, is based on facts, and it answers the research question directly. I can either use data or I can use a real life example that shows local leaders supporting homeless veterans. The first step that I take is skimming my research for any data or examples that supports my claim. I went to one of my key sources, and this was an article about ending veterans' homelessness in New Orleans. I was looking for some key words that showed that this was a good solution for veteran homelessness. The first thing I see is that the mayor of New Orleans in 2014 said that he would end homelessness by the end of the year. And then I see that it actually happened. So within 6 months, a bunch of organizations and volunteers got together and they housed the homeless veterans of New Orleans. So I'm thinking this is pretty good evidence of a local leader showing a commitment and then actually getting the work done to help homeless veterans. All right, so now I need to make my first point. In this sentence, right after your topic sentence, you're going to introduce this example. Okay, so in my case, I am introducing the example of what the mayor of New Orleans did. So for my first point, I say, this approach succeeded when the mayor of New Orleans committed to ending veteran homelessness in 2014. All right, I made my point, but I have to actually back this up with a direct quote from the article to actually prove that this really did work. So when I was looking through my research, I wanted to find a sentence that actually showed what people did to end veteran homelessness. I introduced my quote. by saying that over the next 6 months, many groups scrambled and strained and succeeded to find homes for vets. Notice how I actually use quotation marks, and I copied that part directly from the article to show how they were succeeding. Also, make a note of the citation that I used at the end of my sentence. I put the last name of the author in parentheses to show that that's where I got that quote. Now I need to check and make sure the evidence that I put actually presents an argument that makes sense. Does it make sense to say that the mayor of New Orleans helped end veteran homelessness? Yeah, that argument makes sense. Is that a fact? Okay, so can I actually prove that this really happened? Yeah, that's factual. It's not someone's opinion. And does it answer the research question? Does it actually address how local leaders can help end veteran homelessness? Yeah, definitely. It's a real life example of how that worked in the city of New Orleans. So now I know that I have strong evidence to support my topic.